Hello, everyone. Today we're going to reread the story, The Little Red Hen, retold by Bonnie Dopkins, illustrated by Sebastian Vahar. Okay? Last time before we read the story, we went over some vocabulary words. Well, today I'm going to introduce you to some new vocabulary words. So pay close attention to the vocabulary words, and I want you to listen for them throughout the story. We're going to talk about wheat. This is what wheat looks like. We're going to talk about wagon. This is a wagon. We're going to talk about hoe. This is a hoe. It's a garden tool. These are seeds that she's planting. Seeds. And these are weeds. Weeds that grow up in the garden. So let's review our words again, okay? First word, wheat. Wheat. The next word, wagon. Wagon. Hoe. Hoe. Seeds. Seeds. And weeds. Weeds. Okay, listen up carefully throughout the story of the Little Red Hen for those words. Before we read it, we're going to recall the characters. The characters were the Little Red Hen herself, her friends, the dog, the cat, and the goose. And remember, the problem was, do you remember what the problem was? You're right. The problem was no one wanted to help the Little Red Hen do her work. So when she asked them who will help me, they said, "Not I. Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the dog. "Not I," said the cat. And you know what? The Little Red Hen said, "Well, I'll do it myself." And guess what? She did. Does anybody remember what the dog liked to do all day? You're right. He liked to play all day. What about the goose? You're right. The goose liked to gossip all day. And what about the cat? You're right. The cat liked to groom herself all day. Okay? So if you were listening and you remember, you'll hear the same things in the story again, okay? So we'll listen for the vocabulary words. We'll remember what the characters are doing in the story. And then afterwards, we'll think about, I wonder what would have happened if her friends would have helped her. I have a couple of questions that I want to ask you to think about throughout the story today, okay? And so, here's a question. A question that I would think of is, what did the goose do? What did the cat do? What did the dog do? And what did the Little Red Hen do? And who were the characters? We just discussed it, so you'll remember once the story's read. All right? Well, I hope you enjoyed the story of the Little Red Hen. I'm going to briefly turn the pages and review with you. It's a video clip that's going to be attached to this for you to look at as well. There's the Little Red Hen and her friends. That's where they used to live. There's the dog playing, the cat grew, the goose gossiping, and the Little Red Hen thinking about all the work to do. And there's their little house, the cottage that they moved to. There's that dog playing. There's that cat grooming. And there's that goose gossiping. And then there's the little red hen doing all that work. She's cleaning. There she is in the barn. She found some seeds in the shed. Remember we talked about seeds? And there she's asking her friends who would help her. And you know what they said? Not I. Then the little red hen's gonna do it all by herself. There she is doing all the work. She's using the hoe. She's planting the seeds. She's watering them. She's pulling the weeds. There she is, asking her friends who will help her. There's that cat grooming. There's that goose gossiping. And then there's that dog playing. And they all said, what? Not I. And guess what she said? Well, I'll do it myself. There she is, working with the wheat. That's the wheat I was talking about. Vocabulary word. Look at her friends just lying around. And when she asked them, they all said, what? Not I. There they are again. There she is, taking that wheat and what? In the wagon. She's pulling that wagon with the wheat in it. And look at her friends, just laying around, doing nothing. She's asking them to help. Guess what? She's going to do it all by herself. Look at them. They didn't want to help her bake the bread. She put it in the oven and look. The aroma filled the air. They could smell it. And it smelled good. Here her friends come running. And she asked them, why, look at there, the fresh baked bread. She said, who's going to help me eat it? Guess what they said? I will, I will, I will. She said, oh, you will? And she tells them, after she did all the work, nobody helped her. So guess what? She said, so I think I'll eat it all by myself. And guess what? She did. So the next time when she asked her friends to help her, you know what? Nobody said not I. They all said, I will. Okay, so after that's just a quick review, a picture walk. Now you can click on the link and actually listen to the story retold again, and then you can ask those questions. Hope you enjoyed the story. Talk to you later.